gonna get something really good this Christmas.
Find some reason the Toys R Us time of year.
All the latest toys to choose from. Hot, we got a KB.
Hello again to my YouTube friends and subscribers. Welcome back to Jay's World Order.
Me and Kev don't care.
Today, we are heading back to the Epic Toy Show. I am going with some cash with me today, but I'm also going with some trades. The 1989 Robin superheroes on card. Marble Madness for the NES. Skate or Die for the NES. Burnout 2 Point of Impact for the PlayStation 2. And Diablo 3 Reaper Edition for the PS4. All right, let's head on over to the Epic Toy Show. See you there. All right, I am back here with the Retro Bros at the Epic Toy Show, my friend. How you doing again? Now, I'm in the process of playing UFC 5, and I've yet to play these two right here. If anyone has any reviews, if they're worth even picking up, UFC Throwdown, Pride FC Fighting Championships. If I can have any opportunity to beat up Tito Ortiz, that is a good day for me. All right, bro, I am looking through so many games right now. Where do you find everything?
We're a big family, so we basically hunt. So, I mean, while we're working, when we're on breaks, there's 7 of us that hunt on our days off, thrift. We go to Savers, garage sales, pawn shops.
Do you find deals everywhere?
Yeah, they're still out there. You just got to put in the effort.
These PS2 games, did you pick these all up, let's say, in the last 12 months?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not going to ask you how much you put into it, but what is your hopeful net? What is your hopeful gross for selling all these games at these shows?
It's Christmas, so we expect a pretty big outcome, but I mean, we're going to probably be at least $500-600 probably by the end of the day. Replenish it. It's not as easy because everything you buy, you got to sell, and you got to buy more.
So when you're at a show like this, are you trying to say you want to hope to sell at least 30 to 40% of your product?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you always try to sell at least half of it. That's why it takes so much work to just refill it. It's not even about having the product. You can have the product, but you got to replace it when you actually sell it. So.
But what is the realistic outcome of a lot of these shows for you so far?
Really closer. When we first started, like maybe 20%.
20%.
Now we're closer to like that 40%. We sell a lot. We have a lot of empty bins when we go home now.
Yeah,
before it was like they were still full and it grew.
Yeah.
But now it's like we have a lot less bins, less filled bins anyways.
Now, what about these N64s? How have these been pushing for you over the past year?
Good. I mean, I don't really, if they sell, they sell. If not, a lot of my custom ones, like the Joker one or my Resident Evil sell, these custom ones that actually have full control over the lights sell really good.
Nice.
It's just something like, I don't want to say trade bait, but trade bait is a good word for it. It's almost like a PS4 or an Xbox One.
Are you hoping to trade bait these and not sell them, or?
Yes, and also raffling. We do a raffle at the Game On Expo.
How do you feel about Prince of Persia?
I hate it. It's my childhood enemy.
Why is that?
Well, when you play the original, like on Sega Genesis, you don't know you're going to beat the game until you beat the game because you're on a time limit. You basically have an hour to beat the game.
Right.
So, like, if you get into a fight too long, if you die too many times, you lose time, and all of a sudden you're doing really good, and you still lose. And I don't know how many controllers I break on Prince of Persia.
Oh, man.
And it still goes through with even some of these ones. You don't know, man. They're a pain.
Yeah.
And then they relaunched it on Xbox One to play, so I took a second turn, and I broke an Xbox One controller. I was so mad because it does the same thing.
I've been on the hunt for a Sega Saturn for quite a while right now, and this is totally refurbished.
Hit it. Sega's next generation gaming platform.
Are these all refurbished?
Everything is refurbished. Everything's got brand new lasers, brand new. I resolder a lot of the joints, power supply issues. Brand new. I mean, there's literally brand new stuff in there.
brand used. Cash, how you doing, man? You got some really cool ass stuff here at the table.
A lot
man.
of it from yard sales, other collectors. We like to keep a lot of it in the community, trade for stuff, really keep all the value. We tend to collect the Ninja Turtles, but a lot of the 80s stuff, a lot of the collectible items, stuff that people grew up with as a kid, cooler stuff than what I grew up as a kid. Definitely
sure.
the Ghostbusters Firehouse.
Oh,
the
hell
thrill of everything
yeah.
we brought today. Doors are pristine, stickers are pristine.
Absolutely.
It's impossible to find one like this.
Now, you also have the power pack, I see, as well. Where'd you recently pick these up?
We picked these up from some guy living a couple of miles away from our house. Yeah. He had a ton of other Ghostbusters figures. We also have the car here too. All of it was in crazy good condition.
Oh, hell yeah.
G.I. Joe, it's the Battle Below Zero. It's really hard to find. Hulk Hogan, that came out pretty recently, but it's an amazing figure. Comes with this really cool guitar and the glasses.
Yeah.
Just an all-around good WWE figure.
My kids turn me on.
And I'm not trying to show my age or anything, but I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off in the movie theaters.
Life moves pretty fast.
I know. I'm sorry I'm bothering you today. I'm back here with the Polar Bears Pop Culture Shop.
What's up, Jason? Okay, what we are looking at here, I just want to give a little backstory to the product itself. This was all factory sealed cases of very rare, hard to find Hasbro. The green cards are in here because those are at the shop.
Right.
But we brought these out. These are like intermediate ones, but these were all factory sealed. We acquired them from somebody that worked for Hasbro. They worked for Playmates. They worked for Galoob. They worked for a couple other big companies. It was a production sample that never even went out to the public. This was just a sample that they had to sign off on. And so it's signed by the artist in the top right corner. And this artist is the same artist that worked on the Ninja Turtles as well, too.
Oh,
Where'd you pick this?
He worked for Hasbro. He worked for Galoob. He worked for a lot of like Playmates. These were all fat. Of course, this one is yellowed. I don't think this one was from the line because these are the ones that we got unpunched. So these are the ones right here, and they're signed by the artist right here.
Oh yes.
So yeah, let's see.
That is awesome.
Yep. Too.
Wow.
Right on the front, and they all did turtle heads too. So.
And tracks.
Yep.
Doesn't it look like Scotty in from Anthrax?
Unpunched. Cool.
Oh,
got the-
wow. Dr. L.
Yep.
That is so cool.
A guy named Zombie Sailor created this line right here. This is called Heels and Faces.
Oh, yeah.
And it's meant to resemble the Hasbro, vintage 90s, but these are all current.
NECA made these when the movie came out?
No, this was released just recently.
Oh.
Check it out. They even printed the back of the box with the grease.
Oh, that's so cool with the grease on. That's
Yep.
awesome.
So this was a NECA piece that they did. This is what came in it, right? This piece right here.
Oh, very cool.
From Secret of the Ooze.
All right, pop quiz. Who played Super Shredder in TMNT2?
Is it a wrestler?
Yes.
Is it, I can't remember his name.
Do you want
Kevin Nash.
There you go, my friend. Hey, Phil. You have some awesome stuff here hanging at this table here, brother. And I'm gleaming at a lot of the stuff that you have here today. There's a lot of stuff that I'm actually looking for, but especially this Batman figure right here. Now, this is the entire original Superheroes line.
Kenner's new Superpowers collection. Figures with power action, each sold separately with its own mini-comic.
It's most of them, yes.
Okay.
Not all of them, but some of them are complete. Some of them are close to complete. Some of them have the books, but I collect myself.
As a collector, how much did they focus on going to yard sales, garage sales, because you'd never know
So my wife and I do it on the weekends for fun, mostly.
Yeah.
You know, we're empty nesters. My daughters have moved out. And
Okay.
So my wife and I have always enjoyed doing that. So now we get to do it all the time. Don't have a lot of restrictions. So it's just fun. If we see something we like, or, you know, it's more time spent than anything.
Absolutely.
So
Do you enjoy reliving your childhood as well at the same time?
100%.
Yeah.
I made this guy.
Oh, wow. Wow. What can you tell me about this?
I found a new medium. I've been working with.
This is Mad Ball,
foam.
right?
This is a giant Mad Ball.
Mad balls. Gross for one, gross for all.
It's actually attached to the base via magnet, so this would come off
So
for
cool.
easier transport. But yeah, this took me, over a couple months. After my 9 to 5, playing with this on the weekends and in the evening, and just carving and painting, and just kind of a hobby and having fun with stuff like that.
Very cool, man.
Some of the most valuable and probably unique are maybe the Krang. He's got his antenna. He's got the faceplate there. So that's in really good condition for the TMT collectors.
Now, this Krang is complete?
This one is a little less because he doesn't have the faceplate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's usually always missing because it came off. So this is a Sky Striker, I believe it was.
Sky Striker, yeah.
And I got 175 on that. It doesn't have the parachute. It's got the landing gear and the missiles, the pilot. And so this one does not have the thermos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't make them like those anymore.
It's in great condition, and even got the old Kmart sticker.
Yeah.
on
Hey,
it.
Josh, did you forget your purse today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't forget my wallet.
I can tell, man. Well, what are you picking up here so far, man? That's from Australia, isn't it?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, these are Mexican knockoffs of the
Oh,
Thundercat.
okay. Right on. Do you know the name of this figure, possibly?
Monkey. He was one of the mutants.
Oh, okay.
And another mutant is Jackal Man, and of course Chitara.
All right, that's your
Everyone's
cross
favorite.
baby.
That's it! There is a limit to how much I can take.
My name's Mark Dabbs. I'm the owner of Dabblorian Collectibles.
The Funko Pop industry. Now, I've been hearing two things. I've been hearing one, it's still thriving, and I've been hearing two, that it's starting to plateau.
So it's definitely plateaued.
Okay.
I wouldn't use the word thriving, but you have your core hardcore collectors.
Okay.
Me being one of them.
Okay.
So just when you think you're done, they come out with something exceptional, and everybody's got to have it.
Right.
So I would say it's definitely not what it was 2-3 years ago, but it's still, it's still solid for us. Especially anime shows when we do anime conventions.
Right.
We do really well with Funkos.
So what are still some of the top sellers when it comes to Funko?
Believe it or not, Art the Clown. Can't keep enough of them. A lot of people are going towards the old school movie stuff.
Okay.
I have a lot of requests for that, and then as of late, the old gaming pops. So anything like Resident Evil, Halo. A lot of people asking for that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
So,
and if someone still wants to collect for Funko, what would you tell them? To not, or just
no?
collect what you love?
I would say get what you like. If you're trying to flip Funkos, it's not not saying you can't do well with it, but it's an effort now. Yeah.
Man, it is good to see binge-worthy toys again. What's up, you guys? Rock. What do you guys got going on the table here today?
Oh, a lot of Marvel. We got some old Marvel. We got some new Marvel. We've got DC Universe, old and new. This is the newest stuff. Platinum, regular. We've got the statues. The Marvel statues are really hot right now.
Awesome.
Wrestling, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, you name it, we have it. Check us out online. We buy, sell, trade, talk about toys, locate toys. So if you need it, you find it, come hit us up. Said this is a remake. It just came out, but this is before the 97 line. So Kinder did it before the X-Men 97. That's the example of the...
Right. Oh, yeah.
A lot of the older collectors are diehard legends. So the older legends, I've had a lot of people come looking for the older legends. some figures like the Punisher. It's just
Yeah.
hard to get by himself. And the rumor is they're going away from the skull, which is a horrible idea.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
I know, right?
Wait, for
So
Disney?
They say it's too violent. The comic went away from it, so now the toys are starting to go away from it. So
Whoever thought the Punisher would be a violent comic book?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Mick
beautiful.
Foley, Mankind. You see all the different faces, belts, hands, masks. A cool figure. That
Wow.
Strange.
In a Batman suit? That is so cool.
Yeah, he's got the mask.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite characters of that line.
Yeah, my name's Anthony. I'm with Valley Toy Solutions. I'm a local guy out of Chandler. eBay store, Instagram. I'm a fellow collector, so I like to help people find what they're looking for and really just spread the joy of toys to everyone.
Were they released when the comic book came out?
So they've been slowly coming out after the first volume of The Last Ronin.
Okay.
You could get all the Turtles out right now, Splinter, a lot of the main characters. And then the second line, they're going to have some new characters coming out too. I won't spoil anything, but the next ones for 2025 will have some new guys you haven't seen
Awesome.
before. So,
Awesome.
I got a brand new line called they're called Animal Warriors of the Kingdom.
Huh.
It's a new company out of Louisiana.
Okay.
New IP. They're really great figures. I got the first 2 waves out. 3 and 4 are coming out, and a new series next year. So
Very cool.
yeah,
The
figures are really posable.
Very nice. Yeah.
Hard weapons, so you don't have to worry about your swords bending. They're all nice and.
All right. This is the Hasbro remake line of Unicron. This is an absolute astonishingly gorgeous figure. I have not seen this one in person yet. That's the original Castle Grayskull, yep. And what was this one again? This was the Snake Mountain. Thank you. Snake Mountain, yes.
Hi, this is Chris Klauser. I'm from Klauser Collectibles. You can find me on Instagram, just Klauser Collectibles. I have a Whatnot channel as well, just Klauser Collectibles on Whatnot. I do comic books, video games, so
Yeah. Games. Nintendo Switch wise, what are some of the biggest sellers right now for Nintendo Switch?
I mean, roughly you got your first party system ones, especially I got the new Jamboree, stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of different first party ones. Everyone's looking for that. I even have some limited run things.
Oh,
so
nice.
like you get a lot of people that are collectors that are not able to get them. So very hard to find games. Yes, it is Concord. Everyone jokes around about this, but at the same time, it's the highest grade they have on the WATA scale.
Considering that Concord does have a bad rep,
yes,
would people still consider buying that game rated at 400?
I mean, look at ET. If you go and look at Heritage Auction, you'll see even a sealed copy of ET even goes for like over $1,000.
Wow.
So I mean, when you look at value-wise, when you look at the PS1, they had that glass plastic case.
Right.
They could easily crack.
Right.
So finding a high grade, it becomes more of a collector's item. Okay.
Your top 5 Sega Genesis games.
Sonic 2, Earthworm Jim.
Right on.
And then Zombie Ate My Neighbors. Yeah, Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
And then the last one, because I played it a lot, and then the last one would probably have to be NHL 96.
Oh, for me, NHL 94, man. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's 94. It's
94, yeah, 94 all the way, baby. That's my game. And, it's funny thing is, the only reason I bought it years again later was to defeat my brother in it who kicked my butt in it 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still waiting for him to replay me in that game. Someday he will.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
Later down the road, because this is what they gave you first, right?
Then inside of that kit with the 4 figures, it was Luke, Leia, Chewbacca, and R2-D2 was the little packet of 12 pegs that go inside of there. And you put those in there. There was no figures that came with anything at first. This is what you got first, with the promise of getting figures later on down the line.
One of my old favorite toys over here that I am looking so forward to buying and putting back on my getting the top spin back.
You just needed the weapon, but
Oh wow, let's go all the way, baby. Thank you so much. I want this.
Yeah, we appreciate it here.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Obviously, there's a market for them now, as in the next few years, the Secret Wars movie is going to be coming out. So here's a chance to get some of the originals. The big ones, I don't have them all. There's probably...
Is this from the Disney park?
It is from the Disney park. Now, this is the Darth Tyrannus lightsaber today, but a lot of our vintage stuff does really well. We have some good, not so common figures. We have one of the shelves here, and then a bunch of other Return of the Jedi carded figures of some of your most popular characters. And then some ships, vehicles, and playsets over on this side, too.
Now, the original ships and playsets, are they still selling to just the older demographic or the younger demographic into these as well?
I would say it's more of the older, and every once in a while you'll have some younger kids that'll get into it. It's more probably, 30s and 40s and some 50-year-olds that get into this.
Where do you come across a lot of these? How do you find them?
So with AZ Treasures and Toys here, we put out advertisements on our Facebook, Instagram account. We also do eBay, YouTube, and whatnot. And a lot of people in the Valley come and contact us when they're ready to part with some of their stuff. Or if maybe their parents had it and they've passed away, they're ready to move on from it or use the money for something else. They contact us, and we go through and we let them know, well, here's what we sell it for, here's what we're willing to give you. And we just buy collections all the time.
Now, what about people out of state, out of country?
We'll do that. We travel to California, Mexico, Texas, anywhere we can go to get some of this stuff. We'll go anywhere. In driving distance, we'll make it happen.
Well, GoBots are collectible to people like you and I, which is fine, because as long as we have the money, we'll dish it out to get our favorite toys again.
Yeah.
But are we seeing a resurgence of popularity with GoBots because of Transformers?
I don't know about a resurgence, because I haven't seen anything been reproduced again, of GoBots where you see it with Transformers.
Right.
Now, the one we sold earlier, we had, so Sidekill is one of the most popular ones.
Yep.
And then there was Leader 1, and we sold the Leader 1, that one went for $500.
Here to be mighty robots, but you changed them into mighty vehicles.
This Han Solo Return of the Jedi, is that a variant? Is that
So this is just Han Solo in his Bespin outfit on a Return of the Jedi card. No dents, no cracks on it. Card back's in pretty decent shape.
Very
It
nice.
is yellowed, but a lot of the plastic has been yellowed. This one we ask $450 or best offer.
$450.
Some
from Quest Worlds Collectibles.
Hey, Jeremy. So,
We got some pop figures, some comics, a little bit of G.I. Joe, Transformers. Over here, I got some Retro Joe
nice.
vehicles.
Now, so what are some of the name of these vehicles here
So
again?
we got the Sky Striker,
Sky Striker.
Fish Tanks. This one is more unknown one, the Mamba,
Okay.
and then the Avalanche right down here.
Yeah.
And then the Havoc. And then this is Dreadnought's Parasite.
Where do you find these old G.I. Joe figures normally? Do you go Goodwills?
eBay, Goodwills, thrift stores, garage sales.
And a lot of these people don't even know what they have, essentially. So you could probably get these for $5, $2, stuff like that.
Most of the stuff I bought, these Hiss tanks, I got in a collection.
Yeah. The Thundercats.
Cat's Lair.
Cat's Lair. Now, this is the original?
It is the original. I originally, it was in not the best condition when I first acquired it. I took it apart, cleaned it all up, gave it love, gave it a fresh coat of paint.
Nice.
I'm asking $700.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
Comparing to selling prices on eBay.
Is it complete?
It is not complete.
But compared to selling prices wise, just for it itself,
is about a $700 value.
Actually, it goes for about $1,000.
Wow. See, I haven't seen one in 35 years, man. So
I'm not greedy. So.
no, absolutely not. I'm not even insinuating that. It's just the collector's market has exploded to many different facets.
Yes.
So pricing, I'm not surprised when I hear any number anymore.
Was that as good for you as it was for me? Because that was a damn good time today. I got some awesome pickups today that I'd like to share with you right now. So first, for the video games that I traded with the Retro Bros, I love those guys. They hooked me up. We just made an even trade. Trade for trade, didn't cost me an extra dime. So number one, I got Operation Wolf. Still prefer the arcade over Nintendo, but I'm not upset about playing the Nintendo version. Popeye. Another one I still prefer in the arcade, but I'm not going to be upset playing the Nintendo version. I've always wanted to play Prototype for the Xbox 360, so I'm finally happy I picked this one up. And the boys at Retro Bros found one that was on my list of games that I've been looking for quite a long time, and that is Split Second for the Xbox 360. A toy that I've been looking for a very long time, that I had as a kid, that was thrown away at some point, probably around the early 90s. I got Topspin back, complete with the gun. I missed this toy, having this toy for so long. Remember how it folds up and everything like that? Man, I almost cried that I got this figure back today. The original Batman from the original Superpowers line with the card. I got this with the Robin trade. It cost me a few extra bucks. Nothing big. I did not spend that much money today. Thank you very much. And please like and subscribe, and I will see you again in the very near future. Peace and love.